Salut à tous, c'est The Crow Omades, aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour la suite de Steelrising. Alors, de base c'était la vidéo que j'avais fait sur... Alors, j'avais fait une vidéo sur Steelrising, mais sauf que bah bizarrement le jeu a planté, et plus l'enregistrement. Et du coup je vous fais un résumé. On s'était laissé devant une demeure à je sais plus quel endroit du zone du jeu. Puis on apprend qu'en fait il y avait un type qui avait voulu prendre un truc dans un coffre, si je dis pas de conneries. Ensuite, on était parti pour aller à Montmartre pour continuer l'aventure. Et le problème, c'est que il faut qu'on aille à la carrière de Montmartre et voilà. Et du coup, le type en question qui était qu'on avait confronté, il était pour la reine, mais il brûlait des documents qui pouvaient nuire à sa carrière, à ce que j'ai compris. Donc voilà. Là, donc réparer le machin. Alors lui, il a l'air dangereux. Oh putain. Ah, un bug audio. De base, ça aurait dû parler. Mais on a les sous-titres, mais on n'a pas la voix. Faire gaffe, il y a des pièges de droite n'importe où. Donc. Ah, bloqué. Dommage. Non, il n'y a rien ici. Ah, yes. Un point de respawn. Alors, on va améliorer un peu notre chère Aegis. Alors, voyons. Non, c'est plus les armes que je voudrais améliorer. Ah, sauf que le problème, c'est que j'ai pas assez. Peut-être la boutique qui pourrait me vendre des... Attends, j'ai besoin de quoi pour améliorer mon arme? Alors, lingot de bronze et bloc bismuth. Bismuth, pardon. Bronze, bismuth. Bronze, bismuth. Je vais utiliser les trucs pour avoir plein d'âmes. Comme ça, après, je ferai améliorer toutes mes armes et après, basta. Et voilà. Ensuite, je recommence. Là. Après. Et maintenant, améliorons-nous. voir si on peut améliorer l'arme. Parfait. Ah, niveau max, c'est parfait. Oh yes. Ah bah avec ça, je vais faire des dégâts, je vous jure, je vais faire un sacré dégât. Alors, elle fait combien de dégâts celle-là? 82... 80... Attends. 85, 72, ouais. 90, ouais. Bah, on va voir. Alors, qu'est-ce que je pourrais améliorer? Ah bah oui, c'est vrai, je peux améliorer ma lance. Il me faut deux trucs de bronze. Ok, 3 de bronze et un blocksmith. Ok. Ah. Et bah voilà, c'est parfait. Non, c'est pas ce que je vais faire. Grenade pétrifiante. Non. Ah, peut-être que je dois aller en bas. Non, raté. Ah merde. Ah merde. Ah, ils ont tout prévu dans ce jeu. Non. Il doit y avoir un autre moyen de passer, c'est pas possible. Oh là là, foiré. C'est un boss ou peut-être pas. Ah yes.
Here we go. That should work.
Voilà. On est combien de minutes là? Oh bah ça va large. Aïe, touché salaud. Ah non, c'est pas ça. Ah ok, c'est là pour changer d'arme. Ouais, ça. Donc faut trouver un moyen de monter. Et il y a des foreuses, génial. Non, pas ici. Ou un sac. Raté. Ah yes, c'est un coffre. Boîtier longueur vie. Oh, parfait ça. Et on descend. Yep là. Alors, voyons voir. Hum. Allez, on trace. Trace. Ouais. Non, c'est brasse. Mais... Aïe. Oh putain la vache. Eh bah disons. Non. J'ai pas envie de tout recommencer. La grande voie, ok. Oh putain, un boss.
Monsieur Marat's men waged a terrible fight here. Some of these poor men were
Oh, ça
trampled
va
to
être
death.
chiant. De recommencer. Aïe. Hmm. Aïe. Ouch. Allez, la danse mortelle il te tue. Gagné. Oui. Ah, oh ça va, c'est pas un des boss les plus stressants que j'ai affronté. Hmm.
They barricaded themselves in to escape the enemy. The only way through is the hard way.
Alors, voyons voir. Donc j'aurais besoin d'un lago d'oricalque, un deuxième bloc de bismuth, des âmes, du mod pardon, et 3 lingots de bronze. Putain. Et voilà, débloqué. Toc toc.
Look at them, parading around like peacocks. These scoundrels, rotten to their very core. See how they proudly display their vices and shameful privileges, tirelessly working to drag morality through the mud, trampling love itself.
The Queen is said to have read your liaison before her husband banned it. It's hilarious, isn't it?
I'm not surprised. No matter how hard I worked to denounce their immoral practices, the aristocrats saw my novel as nothing more than a light-hearted bit of fluff. How naive I was to imagine that my pen could slice away the gangrene of their debauchery.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one string to your bow, mon capitaine.
Ok, donc un mec qui nous déteste. Ouais, qui détestait la famille royale. En même temps, est-ce qu'ils ont fait des choses bien? Louis XVI et autres tintouins.
Monsieur Marat.
Huh? Hey? Who goes there? La diableuse, je m'attendais. So this is the famous Huntress Diana I've heard so much about. Truly, 'tis an honor, madame. Now let me have a look at you. Oh, oui. You're just as they described. An angel of death, descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
Who depicted me this way, monsieur?
Mes compagnons, madame. Chief among them is Monsieur Chaudelot de la Clos. They have observed you dispensing justice all over the city. A most expeditious justice at that, as befits the crimes committed by our good king. What a strange machine you are. Gifted with intelligence, clearly, but also with speech and the freedom to do as you please. Cependant, you are still an automat. Who is your master?
Monsieur de Robespierre assured me that I would find you here.
Maximilien. A pure heart with a head full of dreams that cloud his perception of reality.
And you, Monsieur Marat. Who is your master?
I serve not a master, but a cause. That of the Duc d'Orléans. His cousin the king has no place on that throne, and nor does his wretched dynasty. The Bourbons, along with their wars, their crimes, and their vices, are finished. It's high time their scepter be passed to an enlightened, just monarch. One who is sympathetic to the people's sufferings. But now that I think about it, madame, look at us. We've been standing around chatting like old friends for several minutes, and I still don't know to what I owe the pleasure of your visit.
I must go to the Bastille, where Monsieur de Vaucanson is imprisoned.
Oui. Such a sad fate for a king's lackey. And what do you want with your creator? This man whose blood-stained hands built the army that's currently setting Paris ablaze.
What Vaucanson has done, only Vaucanson can undo.
Fair enough. Alas, while I come and go as I please through these tunnels, it is impossible to enter the fortress.
Impossible, dites-vous?
A sanguinary automat is spreading death and terror in the depths of this quarry. At the cost of their lives, my comrades were able to sabotage the floor of the cave to limit its movements. Nevertheless, it stands between you and the tunnel that leads to the Quartier du Temple. And that's the only way to reach the Bastille.
And yet that's exactly what I intend to do, Monsieur Marat.
À votre guise. I shall not attempt to dissuade you. There is one small thing, though. I had to disable the mobile walkways to protect myself from the automats. But since you managed to come here, I assume you already know a lot about these devices.
Indeed.
Here. This would allow you to reach the lower tunnels. Have you fixed the walkway?
I am working on it, Monsieur Marat.
That's the only way to reach the lower tunnels. The mechanism is on this level, near the walkway.
Who laid on this blood-stained mattress?
Oh, it's a strange story. I suppose you heard about what happened in Place Dauphine?
Indeed. I went there.
Well, we took in one of the survivors of the massacre. The only survivor, it seems. Despite his serious injuries, he was particularly talkative.
What did he tell you?
He kept saying that Lafayette was a traitor in the king's pay. That the flaxen-haired hero had deliberately handed his brand new National Guard over to the automats.
What evidence did your guest have?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. It was based on a simple rumor that was circulating in the camp shortly before the Royal Army attacked. It would appear that several volunteers carried a yellow cartridge in their cartridge pouches. Most likely a subtle way for the conspirators to recognize each other. The subsequent disaster would tend to confirm this hypothesis. Vous ne croyez pas?
These are suspicions. Nothing more.
Right you are. Oh, if only I had proof of this conspiracy. Then I'd be able to scutter the ambitions of that cur Lafayette for good. The would-be dictator's plans would be foiled.
I must get to the bottom of this urgently.
Very well. I encourage you to do so. But remember that the Marquis could not have acted alone. If you can't find anything implicating him, look into the members of his staff. Start in Place Dauphine, where those brigands sullied the ground with their boots.
Monsieur Marat, Did you take part in an operation that aimed to kidnap the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte?
Me take part in an operation? Nonsense. My only weapon is my pen, and I have sharpened it, believe you me. That said, we did receive some information concerning the children. Unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy. If such an operation did indeed take place, Monsieur de Leclos would have been the one behind it. Alas, I fear that he is no longer of this world. There is little doubt that he and his men fell in the galleries.
Dites-moi, Monsieur Marat, what exactly are you doing hiding in a quarry?
I've made a lot of enemies. In my publications, I have always denounced the corrupt, and those who corrupt them. These vampires who cheat the weak and bleed the nation dry. Chief among them? That crook Lafayette. That Tren Sabre. A career soldier who thinks he's Caesar. Not content to maintain an army of rats, this Blondin has all the Châtelet's judges in his pocket. It seems my prose upset him, as he swore to hunt me down. If I hadn't fled, I'd have been done for, there's no doubt about that.
Who are your compagnons?
Patriots who come and go in the quarries throughout the city, under the command of Monsieur Leclos. Alas, there are few left. And I wager that it won't be long before the machines that have taken over our hiding place find me. My hours are numbered. Mais vous-même, have you found any companions for yourself?
I'm not certain, Monsieur.
It's as if all the patriots in the kingdom have already perished. I'm afraid we don't have a chance.
Who are your
Patriots who, alas, that my hours.
Members and supporters of the Third Estate have gathered at the Cordelier.
Would you be so kind as to name them?
In addition to Monsieur de Robespierre, the Comte de Mirabeau is there.
Le Flambeau de Provence. An artful chameleon who skillfully dons every colour of the rainbow.
The Marquis de Lafayette, Monseigneur de...
Say no more. They're just the privileged class celebrating the marriage of cowardice and treason. With adversaries like them, the king is sure to triumph.
Who is Monsieur de Leclos?
A brilliant writer whose pen has shaken the old world, but is also an experienced military engineer who has sworn his sword to our common cause, to his great misfortune, it would appear. There is little doubt that he died leading his men through the tunnels.
Thank Monsieur Marat. I will use the mobile walkway to reach the lower levels. Voila. That should have fixed the walkway.
C'est pas du ça que je voulais. Ça fera un raccourci de plus. On descend. On descend encore. Bon, s'il n'y a pas d'autres raccourcis dans le coin. Qu'est-ce que je vois là? On est arrivé au boss. Attention, ça va être chiant. Et ça va être long aussi. Ah. Du moins, je pense. Ok, je vais aller par là. Oh putain. Ah oui, j'ai oublié que c'était un cheval. Un lion cheval. Aïe. Ouch. Sacré centaure le machin. Ouch. Ouch. Ah, attention, il monte et rentre. Oh putain, le freeze. Ah, qu'est-ce qu'il branle? Il fait du rodéo ou quoi? Raté. Belle esquive. Ouch. Allez, il reste plus grand chose. Ouch. Et bim dans ta gueule. Oh, ça va, il était pas si terrible que ça, je m'attendais à pire.
I must gather the 3 echoes.
Ok. Ah, les fermes vignobles.
Here you are at last. This is where the path to the Bastille begins. And to think, I would have never thought you'd make it this far. Cependant, I would advise you not to rush. The fighting in these tunnels has weakened the structure. If you go in there, I'm afraid you won't be able to turn back. Delors, I have just one bit of advice to give you. Before going any further, make sure you're not leaving behind any unfinished business. Any commitments that you've not fully met. I shall return to my hiding place. In these unsure times, you can never be too careful. Ne croyez-vous pas?
Ok, 3 lingots de bronze. Ensuite, il nous faut quoi? La bismuth. Ok. Ah merde, bon tant pis.
If I take one more step, there will be no turning back. This path will lead me straight to the Quartier du Temple.
Ouch. Hmm. Je pense que je peux peut-être... Oui, je m'en doutais, je peux... Ah bah non, en fait, non. Ah, j'ai rien dit, non. Ah, comment je fais pour monter? Ah, là. Oh, qu'est-ce qu'il y a eu comme bordel dans cet endroit? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Et Superman qui s'est battu contre le protecteur ou quoi? Raté, connard. Oh, t'es sérieux? Juste pour ça, quoi. Attends. Est-ce qu'il y a moyen de... Non. Fais pas gaffe à moi, machin, je fais juste que passer.
From now on, I will have to do without a carriage. The Bastille is to the south of the Temple.
Et bon, la fin du jeu, ce sera pour la prochaine fois. En tout cas, n'hésitez pas à laisser un pouce bleu, un commentaire, un j'aime, un partage. Prenez soin de vous et que l'armée du corbeau s'agrandisse. Touchus!